Welcome fans to this Week 13 edition of C4 Sports. Ooh, it's getting good in here. The season is about 75% finished, and there is no shortage of surprises around here. This is where the rubber meets the road week. This week will solidify who is real and who is fake, including all those in between. So let's get started. The week starts with a bang. We are greeted by an entire day of games. First is the Packers and the Lions. By me being a Bear, this game is extremely intriguing. As bad as I hate the Packers, the Lions have started to become a real enemy. The Packers are playing just good enough to win, and the Lions have pretty much shown their hand. If I was to choose, I would rather choose for the Lions to win. I just plain don't hate the Packers. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to take the Lions, hoping that they can hobble the pack just enough for the Bears to pick over their bones in the weeks to come. Lions by 1.5. Next is the Chiefs and the Cowboys. The Cowboys shocked the world last week when they beat the Eagles. Not just beating the Eagles, but coming back from 21 points down in order to do it. I was impressed, but not as impressed as they were on the sports shows. If you would have listened to the sports shows, you would have swore that the Cowboys just won a playoff game. The Chiefs, on the other hand, they handled that business last week against the Colts. The Colts are who I thought they were, and the Chiefs cooked that horse on that hook. This is a must-win for both teams, but I'm going to take the Chiefs. I don't believe that the Cowboys are ready defensively to battle with the Indians this time around. Scalps anyone? Chiefs by 2.5. The last game Thursday is Cool Hand Joe and his Bengals. They take on the Ravens. Mama, that man is back. I don't think this is going to be good news for the Blackbirds. I know Joe hasn't played in a while, but with all the controversy between is Joe going to play, is he not going to play, and the stuff with Jamar Chase, I don't think this is good news for the Blackbirds at all. Plus, Lamar is somewhat hobbled, and that's all the Bengals need to know is that Blackbird can't fly. I expect it to be feathers all over the field as the Bengals enjoy that bird for dinner. I'm going to take the Bengals by 1.5. There is one game Friday, and guess who that is? That's right, it's the Beloved, and the Beloved play the Eagles. The Eagles are fresh off getting plucked by the Cowboys, and the Bears are hungry for a quality win. I expect the Bears to maul that naked bird and won't even cook it. I expect Eagle blood to be all over the field. Bears by 2.5. Sunday is full of interesting games, starting with the 49ers and the Browns. She sure got a purty mouth, is struggling, and this is Shadeur's second start as a Brown. I expect the Browns to rally around Shadeur, and this being his second start. Like Hannibal's soldiers were against the Carthaginians. I want Shadeur to win so bad that I can almost taste it. He needs a quality win to shut up those naysayers. I'm going to take the Browns by 1.5. The next game is the Jaguars and the Titans midgets. The Jaguars are in a playoff push, and the Titans are just midgets in the mirror trying to look bigger than they are. Although this game should be a mere formality, let's see if the midgets got any fight left in them. I'm taking the Jaguars by 2.5. Sparks will fly when the Texans play the Colts. The Texans defense is serious, and CJ should be back at the helm. The Colts, they got embarrassed on national TV last week against the Chiefs. Good luck, Danny boy. If you thought the Chiefs got in that butt, just wait until the Texans show up. This may turn out to be the horror film of the year, with horse limbs being severed on every single play. Please use discretion in letting the little ones being able to watch this game, because I'm predicting a bloodbath. Texans by 2.5. Next, we have two bad versus worst matchups back to back. It's the Saints and the Dolphins, in the Falcons and the Jets. I'm not interested, but I'll check the score afterwards. The Rams and the Panthers, that's a draft special. This is a game where the Panthers are going to start looking at the college quarterbacks to see who they're going to draft. Bryce Young, he seems to be a nice kid, but he's not a starting NFL quarterback, just like Kyler Murray. Hobbs belong on the bench, not on the front line. The Rams will prove this Sunday. Rams by 6.5. The Cardinals and the Bucks has the potential to be a bad versus worse matchup. Baker is injured, and the Cardinals are just plain old bad. I don't suggest watching this game or betting on it. If you do so, do it at your own risk. There will be a reversal of fortunes this Thanksgiving. The birds from Seattle will gorge on the flesh of the Vikings Sunday. I think the Vikings have kind of figured out that J.J. McCarthy, he just ain't it. Maybe it has something to do with him throwing about 10 passes his entire college career. His old coach Harbaugh, he passes all the time with Justin Herbert. So why didn't he have J.J. throw some passes in college? I guess the Vikings are starting to understand this now. I'm taking the Seahawks by 2.5. I still have confidence in the Vikings defense, but all the shields in the world are not going to save them Sunday. The Chargers get a chance to get healthy on the Raiders Sunday. At least let's hope so. Justin Herbert has a lot of tangibles, but he lacks the intangibles that it takes to win in the NFL. The Raiders are just hoping to not look like, I don't know, Alabama could beat them by 2 touchdowns. This will be a game of pride. Let's see who gets naked first. My bet is that the Las Vegas Strippers is going to give in by the fourth quarter and show us what their mama gave them. Chargers by 2.5. Wow! We have one pride game followed by another when the Bills meet the Steelers. The Bills have lost some shocking games this year, but maybe it has to do with them not having a starting NFL wide receiver. I don't know. I'm just taking a good guess. And the Steelers, they only have one. So let's see who can outmuscle who. This is going to be one heck of an arm wrestling match. But I'm going to lean toward the home team. The Steelers have to win this one, or the Blackbirds and the Bengals will taste blood in the water. Steelers by 1.5. The Broncos get to pad their record when they play the Commanders Sunday. Is Jaden the Man Daniels back? They gonna need him and the rest of the crew because the Broncos are coming in to kick some ass. Please, sir, don't walk behind the wild horses. It's dangerous. Broncos by 2.5. The Jameis Giants will battle the Patriots Monday night in the last game of the week. If Jameis could only play as well as he reads Bible verses, he'd be a Hall of Famer. But he can't. That's too bad, because the Patriots are going to read the Giants something. Their last will and testament. Patriots by 2.5. Thank you for watching this episode of C4 Sports. And remember to not only like this show, but to leave your comments so that I can mention you in future shows, giving you the pub that you deserve. C4 Sports, where we blow up together.